Hi, I'm your TV Druid. And welcome to Druid Reviews. Today, I'm going to be reviewing BattleStar Gallactica Season 1. We're taking a trip to the nerdy side this week with a sci-fi episode. Now, I'll keep it spoiler free for those who haven't seen any of it yet, so I won't say anything more than what appears in the first episode. I decided to go for the remake series rather than the original. Now, of course the fans will state that the original was better, but you know, I won't agree. The reason for that is they've got the nostalgia factor. Whenever you've got nostalgia, it'll coat over poor visuals, issues with special effects, it'll just coat right over it and you'll just see the characters for what they are. With new people just coming into the series, the visuals will distract from the characters and the storyline. At the top we've got BattleStar Gallactica written in the classic font. And in the background then you have rows upon rows of cyborg fighters. To the foreground, and the main focus of the picture is her. And dang is she hot. But you can see her eyes are bright red. I'm guessing that means she's a robot too. But I'll tell you what, put a bag over her head and she's good to go. At the bottom we have the punchline. The world is over. The fight is just beginning. Okay, so here we go. BattleStar Gallactica Season 1, Episode 1.
Previously on BattleStar Gallactica.
Now tell me you're a machine.
I must have put on the wrong disc or something. No, that's disc 1. Disc 1, Episode 1, play.
Previously on BattleStar Gallactica.
Now tell me you're a machine.
No! Episode 1, play.
Previously on BattleStar Galactica.
Now tell me you're a machine.
Episode 1, play.
Previously on BattleStar Galactica.
No, Episode 1, play.
Previously on BattleStar Galactica.
No previously.
Previously.
I will kill you previously, no previously.
Previously.
No previously.
Previously.
This is the first episode, fuck your previously bullshit.
Previously.
Screw this. I'm gonna watch Sci-Fi Channel, there's bound to be something better on than this. Okay, who is the long-haired Beatles dude? What's with the clock? Why 33 minutes? Why? God, this is fucking frustrating. Just explain what's happening, please. There is no way I could ever, and I mean ever, like this shit. This series is set in a futuristic universe where humans flee from a robotic race called the Cylons. Now, we created the Cylons and they turned on us Terminator style. Now, the humans eventually fought off the Cylons and they fled to like another sector. A treaty was signed so that the Cylons wouldn't attack humans, humans wouldn't attack Cylons, everything was good. But then the Cylons returned and wiped out the 12 human colonies, leaving only 60,000 humans left alive in the whole of the universe. These humans make up the fleet of ships called the BattleStar Gallactica. Now, the Galactica is low-tech and old-style, which is why it's one of the only ships to survive. Its lack of wireless technology meant the Cylons couldn't bash it with viruses. Now, isn't that an interesting scenario in a world where everything is becoming wireless? Oh, I'm just glad that we don't have any, like, I don't know, blinking red lights like with Cylons, because let's face it, blinking red is evil. Hold on a minute. Now let me fill you in on why this show is so darn confusing. There are human Cylon models, that's right. There are human Cylon models. Cylons that look identical to humans. This mightn't sound so bad right now to start with, but it will. Okay, there are 12 different types, as in there are 12 different like versions of them, what they'll look like, 12 different like looks. You know, blonde hot doll, there's probably an ugly fucker in there somewhere, you know. And each of them has several of them. And I mean like there could be several of blonde hot doll. Now it sounds like a good dream, but it's not. Okay? Some of them realise they're Cylons and are assholes. Others don't. They're like sleeper agents. They don't realise they're Cylons until their programming takes control of them and, I don't know, like, ruins the fucking ship. So basically, we have Cylons. Some of them who don't know they're Cylons, who look identical to humans. Now combine that with flashbacks. Yes, flashbacks, some of which may contain the original human that the model's based on. So you could have several versions, mix it with flashbacks of different versions at different times. Quite a few people have an overactive imagination. They see people who aren't really there. Now some of the people they see might even be Cylons. Human Cylons who aren't currently there. Mix this all together with different timelines. Yeah, it's a clusterfuck. It'll blow your mind. You will understand most of what's happening within the first 3 or 4 episodes, but until then it's a difficult learning curve. You might have a bit of a rough ride. When I was going to buy this box set, I made very sure that it was indeed Season 1. I searched several stores, and this was the only Season 1 I found. Now, as it turns out, there was a feature-length episode on TV before Season 1, and this isn't included in the Season 1 DVD. Now, with this episode, you'll understand a hell of a lot more about the series, and it'll make a lot more sense. But this isn't even advertised on the back of the Season 1 box. It isn't mentioned on any other box. And I obviously, couldn't look for it on Wikipedia or something. I couldn't research it because that would just give away spoilers. I don't know what they were... Why didn't they just write it on the back of the box? Well, I don't know what they were thinking. They obviously just don't want new users to watch the damn fucking thing. How is anyone outside the US who hasn't seen the adverts for it on TV supposed to understand what the hell is going on? This is not Season 1. This is Season fucking 2. You either label it Season 2 or you label it Season 1 and advertise the original little prequel episode on the box. Otherwise, new users are fucked. I did eventually find the DVD in a second-hand store. This was not been sold in any of the high street retailers. Rather than making me feel more satisfied though because I understand things more, it makes me angry. Do you not want to reach out to new customers, new watchers? BattleStar Gallactica is primarily a sci-fi thriller with some sprawling space battles. It's also got some nice little shootouts as well. It also takes a break every so often and goes into the internal functions of the fleet. Now, this might sound a little bit boring, but I can assure you it's actually quite fascinating. It also adds a level of depth to the show and makes it feel much more realistic. It also kind of fixes the pace of it, or else the show would be done and over with within 2 or 3 episodes. Crap. Family's home. Teleportation time. Yeah. Teleportation or what? Without a wide range of interesting characters, shows that aren't called heroes will be cancelled. Luckily, BSG gives us plenty of lovable characters. From stony-faced Adama, from risk-taking Cara Freiss to law-abiding Lee Apollo, they're all instantly likeable. And I just like to say, Laura Roslin is a PILF. A president I'd like to She provides a great role model for women who want to be leaders in the future, and she astounds the crew with her intellect and insight. As you go through the episodes, you do see a lot of character development, which is essential. BattleStar Gallactica has some of the best special effects I have ever seen. It's hard to impress upon you just how good the effects are when it's through a small YouTube or blip video. But I'll just say one thing. Star Wars Episode 3. That's how good the special effects are. Despite the flashy futuristic effects, this show does have a really great atmosphere. Inside, the Battlestar itself feels really claustrophobic, and that just makes the feelings even more intense whenever the people leave the Battlestar, because you feel the shocking emptiness of space. One issue I do have is the X-shaped corridor, and it seems to be everywhere. Every time someone's walking through, it's through an X-shaped corridor. I know it's meant to be different corridors, but at times it just feels like the whole Battlestar is one big figure of 8. A lot of the music for this show is classical, and it doesn't obtrude needlessly, but at times it does feel a bit lackluster. BattleStar Gallactica starts off nonsensically. You really need to buy the prequel DVD. Despite early misgivings, this series will entertain you. The mind-blowing battles will have you excited, but it's the fate of the characters that will have you coming back for more. You want to know how much I liked it? Well, I shelled out £15 for Series 2. Need I say any more?